So, guys, welcome back to TikToks by Tiffany Mordan. Today, I wanted to go, a little more casual because I feel like doing the whole production and the microphone and everything, it takes away from me actually having the energy and the thoughts, in my mind to flow out freely. So, just trying different things. And I did buy like personal mics, but it happened to be the wrong, I guess, plug for the phone. So that's here nor there. However, welcome to episode 3. The topic today is loss changed me. Not for the worse. Loss changes us, but not always in ways we expect. Today, we explore how grief can actually guide us forward and towards tenderness and wisdom. So, I know a lot of my episodes kind of piggyback off of one another. I feel like between the age of probably 20 till now, so in my 20s, I've lost a lot of people. Also, pre 20s, like in high school. Me and my friend was talking about the amount of people that we have lost and the amount of trauma that we had to intake in our early years of high school and, post high school to in college. We endured a lot of pain and a lot of hurt and a lot of trauma that, kind of, what's the word? Like, took away our childhood and our imagination and our naiveness, right? Like, we was forced to grow up quick because we experienced loss at an early age and a traumatic loss, right? So, we were talking about the incident of where we lost our high school teacher, and we kind of lost a 2-in-1 in that thing, and everything around us just like shifted, and we didn't know how to deal or how to experience loss because everyone at the same time, us and administrators were dealing with the same things. So yes, they would be like, oh yeah, come to us, you could express. However, the person that we lost was the person who we would express to. So it's like, we don't know y'all. Like, we don't fuck with y'all. Like, we not about to open up to you guys when you never was around. Like, we're 15, 16 already. We're in the middle of high school. We don't fuck with y'all. Like, period, the end. And then, fast forward to losing family members, to losing, someone that I cared about, and especially at a rough time at my master's degree. Like, undergrad is hard. But when I took my master's, like, that was another ball game. Like, I was crying. I was crying and then dealing with loss with my uncle and my friend. Like, they're not as hand holding as they are in, you know, your undergrad. Postgraduate degrees, they're like, yeah, I'm sorry for your loss, but the assignment is still due Friday. Like, nigga, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, the funeral was Friday. So it kind of equipped me to, like, yeah, losses happen or tragedy happens, but you still have to move on, with your everyday life. And then it's like the second point, grief taught me compassion, patience, and tenderness. mm, it taught me patience. It taught me, yes, it taught me patience. It taught me compassion. It taught me tenderness, however, to my degree. And I say that because what I consider compassion or what you consider compassion is it it's not the same. I feel like yes, it taught me to be more open to other people's emotions, and like when you and I deal with the same thing, it's not only from my point of view, right? Like it's a two-way street. It takes two to tango. So, loss, and I mean this to apply with loss permanently, but also loss in the sense of relationships or friendships. Like, it takes two to tango, right? So, yes, somebody hurt you, you lost them, etc., etc. However, I feel like with early stages of grief and loss, it taught me to see things from a bird's eye view. It also taught me to be honest how I feel and stop saying shit you don't mean, right? Because when you tend to get hurt and you tend to have diarrhea of the mouth, right? And I feel like with when I lost my friend in my postgraduate degree, I was mad. I was mad at him. I was angry. I was so angry because, he wasn't showing up for me the way he said he was going to show up for me. So I was angry. And my last encounter with him was me ignoring him. And I was just like, damn, like 1 minute he's here, and then the next minute he's gone. So I had to sit with that for a while. So I always try to be honest with myself, and I always try to be open. And it's hard for me to talk about my emotions because I always felt like, you know what you're doing, you know better. Like, why do I have to tell you that you hurt me, and why do I have to tell you how you hurt me? And it's like, to an extent, that is true. However, people are not mind readers. So it's like, it taught me compassion and patience and tenderness in a form of with myself, but also in a form of how may this person look at it as that, right? Because if you hurt me and you scorn me, now I'm saying stuff out of my mouth and out of the side of my neck, and I'm hurting you and I'm scorning you. So now it's a two-way street. And I also learned that my hurt or my pain is not superior than someone else's. Like, like you hurt me the most, or you hurt me this and you hurt me that. Like, no, like, who am I to say my hurt is greater, right? Or my hurt is superior than yours? Because I don't know how I may have affected you, and I don't know how I may have altered the way you feel about me. So I guess that's my point. I feel like learning moments when pain transform into clarity. I feel like I'm learning that now in my last year of my 20s. Because as a fixed sign, I struggle with loss. I struggle with separation because I know how to fix it. I know the solution, right? So me being in therapy and me learning how to not always be the one to rush and fix the situation, it's hard, right? Because you're the strong friend. Well, I'm the strong friend. I'm the fixator. I'm the motherly. I'm the one that everybody comes to as a, for advice. There's the star child. Like, I'm the person who's gonna see the problem and the solution from the get-go. Like, oh, if you do this, this is gonna happen, and if you do that, that's gonna happen. Oh, he did this, so this is gonna happen. Oh, you did that, so that's gonna happen. And for a long time, a lot of people found it manipulative or annoying until reality set in, and it did happen the way I said it was gonna happen. So I'm learning, just because I know the solution doesn't mean it's my responsibility to fix it, right? And if I'm always fixing it, then what are we learning? What am I learning? What is the other person learning? And then if we're not learning anything, and we're not, valuing from each other in the form of lessons, then how are we able to grow? I'm enabling the behavior. I'm enabling the bullshit. I'm allowing the bullshit. I'm allowing this person to do X, Y, and Z because they know that I'm going to turn around and fix it. We're going to stop talking for a while, and then I fix it. And then now we're good. Or vice versa. We don't address the situations at hand, and we keep walking and keep going and keep the relationship going like everything is okay, because we was never taught to deal with our emotions and our pain and our hurt and our strife that comes from loss or comes from separation. So we're like, okay, we're gonna hide it under the rug, we're gonna throw it under the rug, we're gonna throw it on the rug, because I know if I bring it up and I tell you, we don't know how to deal with the emotion, so I don't want to lose you. So I'd rather just not talk about it at all. Like, oh, we don't fight, we don't argue, we're good, we're straight, we're besties, we're lovers, we're etc., etc. Because it's like, I don't want to say the wrong thing, so I just act like nothing is happening. So now I'm sitting here festering in my emotions and my anger, and vice versa. And then I explode or you explode, and then all hell breaks loose. So it just, loss, and I want to say loss and separation, because I feel like it goes hand in hand, taught me, like I said, like, you don't always have to be the solutionist. And just because people know you're the solutionist doesn't mean, again, you have to be. And just because people are venting to you and people are telling you their issues or telling you their problems, it's not your job to fix it. It's not your job to fix it. Like, that's not an opening for you to solve everything, because now it's like you're as in me, because I'm talking about myself, I'm out here dealing with everyone's emotions and everyone's issues, and if I care about you, I don't want you going through strife. I don't want you out here hurting. I don't want you out here struggling. So I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to ensure that you're okay. So I'm sitting here fighting other people's battles and holding other people's emotions, that when it's time to fight for me and deal with my shit, I don't got the energy. I'm empty. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm tired and I'm exhausted. I am tired and I'm exhausted. And then I'm bringing that shit into my bullshit. So now when you like, oh yeah, this nigga ain't shit, I'm like, yeah, my nigga ain't shit either. And when you like, this bitch or my bestie or this and that ain't shit, oh, my bestie ain't shit either. Manifesting that shit in my relationships with people that ain't got nothing to do with it. So now I'm bringing that energy to them, and now we fighting and now we bickering. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But not realizing that I'm taking someone else's manifestation, someone else's relationship, and pouring it into mine and manifesting that shit into mine. Things have to happen in order for you to grow. Separation and pain was an uncomfortable setting for me. Pain became normal. separation became normal, which is not okay. Separation became tolerable. Pain became tolerable, which is not okay. Oh, I knew this person for 15 plus years. That's just how they are. Oh, I knew this person for 10 plus years. That's just how they are. My friends that I consider my friends in my life, I met them when I was 14. I'm going on 30. So I knew them longer than what I lived, what I met them. You understand? So it's like sometimes life moves so fast that you need to slow down and you need to reflect, right? Because it's like, one, if this is a form of separation, right? And pain, right? And loss. And if you keep generating the same type of people and you keep generating the same type of pain and you keep going through the same type of separation, then it's like, wait a minute, I have to step back to see what I'm doing to enable this behavior. What am I doing to pursue this, right? Because everyone is quick to be like, you. And it's like, you have to look within, you have to self-reflect, you have to do the shadow work, right? So it's like, my biggest thing that I'm learning is clarity. And it's like, stop saying stuff that you don't mean. 2, balance. Because everything is a balance. 3, girl, stop fixing everything. You don't need to fix them. You do not need to fix them. The only person you need to fix is yourself. Because you're pouring into all these people with an empty cup. Because soon the boundaries start going up. Then you X, Y, and Z, elemental P, 1, 2, 3. And it's like, oh, I wasn't all this, that, and a third when you had full accessible to me. I'm exhausted. I don't want to be all the labels that everyone puts me out to be. I want to be Tiffany. That's the clarity that I figured out. Because when someone asks, name things that you accomplish, easy. Name things that you feel good about yourself. Tell me about yourself. What do you like to do? What do you want to be? What do you want to do this? What do you want to do that? Those are the questions that I struggle with. I'm so used to pouring into everyone else that is like, okay, then who am I? Who am I? Loss may change us, separation may scare us, but it doesn't have to harden us. It doesn't have to shut us down. And that's what I had to learn. Until next time, be gentle to who you are becoming.